this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to animate using animate, Doink green screen, and iMovie. You're going to need an iPad or a tablet and something to rest it on, either a piece of perspex or glass placed upon some books, but here I'm using a gooseneck stand. You're also going to need something for a green screen. Here I'm using green lino, but green paper will do. You need to draw a jointed character. Here you can see he's all into separate parts, his arms, legs, hands and head, so that you can move each piece independently. After you've drawn your character, you'll need to cut it out into the separate parts. Then you're ready to place it onto your green screen and start animating. I'm using animate, but there are other apps you can use. This one is one of my favourites though. Open the app and create a new project and you're ready to go. Before you start animating, take 10 shots of the green screen before you start. Then, place your character together so you're ready to start animating. Now you can start animating your character, moving the little parts that you've cut out independently, bit by bit. Don't move them too far, otherwise the action will be too quick. When you're happy with the position, take 3 shots. And repeat for each movement until you've completed the animation. Don't worry if your picture goes blurry, this is just the onion skinning, so you can judge each movement. Continue moving all the parts. Here you'll see me add in the mouth. For parts that you don't want to move, just use a bit of blue tack or double-sided sticky tape. Here I'm going to make my character move from the right to the left-hand side of the screen. Be careful not to move the character too far or too quickly, otherwise he'll look he's racing across the screen. To save your animation, press the Share button in the bottom toolbar. Press Export to Camera Roll. Select your image quality, don't make it too high as it would take up too much space. And then press OK. Now you've made a video version of your animation from animate. Now I'm going to repeat all of those steps again for a new character in a new animation. Later on, we can add the 2 animations together to make a new scene. I also drew a lab desk. This can be placed in the background or the midground or even the foreground with your characters to interact with. To introduce my character, I make him rise up slowly from the bottom of the screen. To make the character look like he's talking, I've used 3 different shaped mouths. I just change these over every 3 shots. I've also used 2 black dots for his eyes that appear to roll around in his glasses. I make my character leave the scene by dropping him slowly to the bottom of the screen. Don't forget to save to Camera Roll. Now I'm going to use Doink green screen to combine all the animations together. Create a new project. Click on the bottom plus sign on the timeline below. Choose an image for your background. Press Done. Click on the middle plus sign and choose your animation. Your green screen would have been deleted now. You'll have to pinch your character to place them wherever you want them to go and resize them. Now to click on the top plus sign where you're adding in your foreground. Again, you'll have to pinch to move it around and get it into the right position. You'll also need to adjust your character. This might take some time to get right at first. See how the animation in the timeline runs longer than the foreground and the background? Select the background, press copy, slide to the end of the red marker and paste. And repeat this until all images are lined up with each other. When you're happy, press Export Video. And you have your completed animation, all 3 layers put together. This is now saved in your camera roll where you can access it for your next animation. We're going to use that previous animation now as a background and add on a new character. We're going to repeat all those steps that you've just learned. This time we're going to use the animation that you've just made as a background. I've now added in Igor to the middle of the timeline. Here I will have to adjust by pinching and resizing till I get him right. Oh, that's no good, he's getting cut off. All it will take is a bit of pinching and resizing and replacing till he looks like he's coming from right to left. Ah, that's better. Now time to export the video back to camera roll. Now it's time to use iMovie and to do some final editing. Click on Movie, click on the plus sign, create a new project, click on your chosen animation, create movie, and now it appears in a timeline. By clicking on audio, I can start adding in background sound effects. I've chosen the bubbling sound effect. When you've finished adding all your sound effects, save your film to camera roll and you're all done.
Oh, that feels like Igor's coming here. Do be careful in there. Oh dear.
The smoke is an extra layer, but I'll leave you to work out how to add that in yourself.